Recording in progress. Oh my God, Jamie, it's been months since I've seen you. I
I
hope you've had a nice break.
I did. And the audience isn't going to understand this because they keep seeing. But me and Shannon have a long uh break so that we have littles. We have
Right.
littles. So we make sure that we do 3 podcasts a day to give the great content that we give you guys. And it has been months since we've been, it feels like it. Maybe it's
I
only been
it's
a month and a half.
I think it's been
Been a while.
two and a half months. So yes, we batch because we're mommies of littles. We batch everything, so everything is done in batches. So by the time you hear this episode, it very well be into the fall, or even later in the year. So after we're done with this next batching of filming, it'll actually float us until the beginning of next year. So I'm super excited to be able to do this. It was nice to have a nice break. And
Yes.
today we're going to talk about toilet bowl cleaner. I know we've kind of touched on it before, and we see it with cleaning influencers, and we've seen it with homeowners. I mean, how many times have you walked into a house and the homeowner goes, "I tried to use the TikTok
Uh-huh.
video, and it did. It, look what it
You know
did." And
that
the
TikTok thing? Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah, I have. And that's whenever your professionalism has to come in play and tell them that unfortunately they have ruined their fixtures by
Right, you don't want to
using.
say you're an idiot.
Yeah, you don't. And
No.
I do say that I wish TikTok would quit allowing bad advice like that to come out. Or the influencers. I would like to make an announcement to some of the influencers that still use that. Please, I know it gives you clicks and likes and views but we as professional house cleaners, um, we're going in and going into the homes and having to tell them the bad news of that they have unfortunately ruined their fixtures or their granite or wherever they decided to put it on, anything that stuff touches on all the fixtures, on anything that holds it together. After a while, it has an acid in it. After a while, it's going to make it turn black. I've seen where people have squirted it all over, even down around your not your toilet, your drain. I've seen where it has caught and you can see that it sat there too long and it turned black. Um, I
It
wish we
burned
could take
it.
pictures, Uh,
Right. When we do the video part of this and it gets edited, we'll probably add in some B-roll for that. But let's be realistic. We as cleaning business owners and especially the cleaning influencers, we're all here to lead by example. I'm really big into integrity. And if you're not doing this right now, I'm not saying you're good or bad. I'm just saying that we're all being raised up to earn a lot of money. So if you earn your money through videos and reels, that's awesome. If you
yeah.
make your money creating product, that's awesome. But learning how what pH levels are, learning how to apply things, right chemicals to the right surfaces. There's a reason why it says do not use on stone. There's a reason why it says toilet bowl cleaner, air quotes. And the reason for that is because it's an acid, because it's most toilet bowls are porcelain, right? So if you look at that show, how it's made, and you typed in how is a toilet made, it will show you that it's enamel. So enamel is actually glass. So if you go back even further, if you had lightning hit sand, that would make glass. And it's enameled is a layer of glass on the inside of the bowl. So when you're putting the toilet bowl cleaner on there, it's not hurting the glass because of the material it's made of. When you put it on stone, stone is a very soft, porous entity, and it gets all of that blue stuff gets in there and all the holes,
Mhm.
and then
And you can't rinse it off.
what we see is the drips, right? Oh, I didn't, get like, and I can't tell you, I can think of 15 different instances from 15 different cleaning business owners who like air quotes again. I accidentally put toilet bowl cleaner on here. How do I fix this? So I was like, I hope you have insurance.
Yeah, that is that is the one thing that is pretty much unfixable. But
Mhm.
we are also, it's not just that. I am also starting to see people taking on the outside to on their windows.
Mhm.
I've seen people, oh, my husband has owned a window washing company for, he's been doing this for years. And then there's going to be that one time, and the homeowner is going to be wondering why the side of their house is peeling, or the screen, the metal of the screen, why it has turned this color.
Mhm.
Unbeknownst to them that they just had their windows washed, it, yeah, I disagree with using that on outside
It
windows
takes
too.
it takes an experienced hand to know what you're doing if you're doing that. And I'm not here to say you're good or bad. I'm just
Right.
saying use caution. You're leading by example. People are going to see the video, and so the metal frame that the window pane is sitting in will the paint will come off because you're putting an acid on the window and it's sitting there, and it'll make it peel, or if it gets on the siding of the house depending on the location, it could actually run down the whole side of the house. I don't know about you, but siding is not cheap.
No, it
And
is
so
not.
I would not want to ruin someone's exterior of their home because you were using this product. And if you are using that product, I probably would not be sharing that with the world. That's just me. And you need to wear gloves. You need to wear PPE. It's an acid. Your skin is
Mm,
your number one organ. You're absorbing all of that chemical into your body when you're, waxing on,
yeah,
waxing off.
right.
The Structure, Scale, and Profit Cleaning Business Academy is the best investment that I made in my business. I truly feel that when it comes to being a business owner, anyone can start a business, but it's not easy to maintain that business. If you do not have structures in place, it will fall. Shannon Miller is a godsend. My business nearly ran itself, well, I nearly ran my business into the ground due to not knowing a lot of things. And thank God for Shannon because she was able to pull me out of the hole. And we are back on the road to recovery. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm so happy to be heading in the direction that we are. Thank you, Shannon.
Right. I was cleaning my own toilet yesterday, and because I was going fast, and I went out and little drop right here.
Did it burn you?
It burnt me that quick. I started itching and I was like, what is that? That was from yesterday, you guys. I can see it right here. I'm showing it. That's yesterday's toilet bowl cleaning because a little bitty drop got on me. So if yeah, please use gloves whenever you're working with toilet bowl cleaner, or really inside of the bathroom at all, really.
Right.
Even if
And
it's
we've
your
seen
own home.
Right. And we've seen other influencers in other countries. I can't remember her name, but she's from Russia and she always does the charity cleans. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
whips out toilet bowl cleaner. And I have a feeling that's probably maybe the only product that's available in her country. I don't really know her circumstances. I've never spoken to her. All I know is that she's leading by example. Homeowners are saying, hey, I saw that girl. She was in Russia and she used it here. And then we walk in and we're like, yeah, oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
It's,
it did. Right. And whenever people you'll go through and look, and people are asking her, why is she doing this? She'll answer everybody else's questions, but not that one. So,
Mhm.
she
I've
does
seen that.
obvious that, she this person knows what she's doing is not right. And these homeowners are on TikTok watching this and taking it into their own house, unexperienced, and then calling in a professional to try and come and fix it, and we can't. Like they have
Right.
ruined their their fixtures or their their stone in their showers, and you can see the drips, and it's like, oh no. With the
It's
most professional face as you can, you know, because I see it all the time. I see it, I mean, at least once a week. At least once a
right.
week. Yeah.
And I think that the I hate to say it, I the person who is in Russia, um, or whatever Eastern European country she's in, she deals with a lot of people who are not mentally well, and a lot of those guys are living in public housing. So I think they think that it's already damaged. It's already a hoarding situation. It's not going to add on any harm. But when you're here in America and that audience, that one audience is watching her stuff,
Right.
it's telling the homeowner that this is okay to use this product because everyone knows the shape of a toilet bowl cleaner container, right? With the little red top. It's all universal. And
Right.
so then they're like, well, I can just use that. So there isn't, and I've mentioned this before, there should be some sort of disclosure. And I don't know if we're there yet in our industry, but at some point there'll have to be like warning, professional use only. It's just like when you watch the stunt people roll cars and stuff. This is a professional course. Do not attempt this at home type of thing. But
Make
I think that's the thought process behind it. And I'm not discounting the work that she does. It takes a special type of person to be able to go in and do what she does. I don't know if I could do that day in and day. It's exhausting. Bless her little heart for
right. She
wanting
has
to
a
really
large
help.
team. I know, right, right. And I personally love those types. I don't, yeah, like you said, day in and day out. She gets flown all over the world. Um,
Right.
she's very much sponsored, and but that, like you said, those people that are in that uh demographic, is that what I'm trying to say? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a mental illness, like hoarding is a mental illness. And I see people go on there all the time, like, who can live like that? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, hey, I just, I just scroll by. Anyways, but people are watching, those people are watching, and they're wanting to get help. And then like you said, you put toilet bowl cleaner on something that shouldn't be. And every professional should know. And if you're new into this game, take our advice, listen to these podcasts. They do not use toilet bowl cleaner for anything but inside of the toilet bowl,
Right.
right?
And if you are have compassion when you're looking at those videos, and you don't have to make inappropriate comments. It's called having a filter, but you can always use what my grandmother used to say to me: if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. My grandma would get all whipped up in Spanish and just right. So and then she would always do the
Yep.
finger: if you have nothing nice to say, don't
Yeah.
say it at all. And you're like,
Yes. Yes, I love that. And that's exactly how, yeah, just scroll on by. I had somebody post something on my, and they claimed that they were a professional cleaning company, and it was a move out clean, and somebody said, "Oh my God, how can they live like that?" And I'm like, "Hey, hey, 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 I actually deleted I hid that because it's like, no, we don't judge. We,
no.
I'm
Thank
very
goodness people are
non-judgmental.
dirty, or we wouldn't have an industry.
I, the more dirty there, the better. I can see my results. My team, my crew can see their results. So, um,
Definitely. But
not to
that's
say
something
that
to
clean
consider.
people aren't, it's just a lot more for me. It feels like it's a lot more work whenever they're immaculate. It's like, oh gosh, they're gonna see one little piece of dust. You know?
We could actually have a whole conversation
Oh, I
about
could, yeah.
cleaning already clean homes. I should probably write that
Yeah,
down.
let's write that down.
But yeah, I
Podcast
think it
jump.
does take more effort to clean an already clean home or a barely lived in home versus a dirty home and then you make it clean. There's definitely more of an emotional reward when you're cleaning, and I won't go past this. When you're cleaning an already clean home, it's just like you have to go, I'm going to try to find more dirt, right? I'm not finding any dirt. How many times has this
You're
person
looking at your
dust?
vacuum cleaner like, okay, there it is. There was proof there was some dust. All
Right. There's
right.
something. And those and they're the watchers usually too. They like to watch to make sure that you're not
Oh,
missing
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
that's
the toilet bowl cleaner, I'm glad Shannon brought that up because I've been seeing it kind of circulate. And as you know, I start forgetting because this was such a big thing last year. And then now we're getting another wave of new professionals that are coming in that are new into this game and don't know any better. And there's some people out there just like I was that are researching. And if let don't let and if you're going to do anything, don't practice in a client's home. Practice in your
no.
own home. Practice in your own home. Learn what your pHs are, learn where it can go on to where. That's what makes it turns you from a house cleaner to a professional house cleaner is your stuff. I can walk into a home and I professionally can tell them I know exactly what you did there. You did you watch TikTok? Did you same with floors. I can tell you I was cleaning somebody's floor and was coming up in layers and I said, "You use Bona, don't you?" You just learn after a while, that and then so I forgot. So when Shannon said, "Let's talk about the toilet bowl," I was like, "Huh?" I thought this was already discussed, but we have a new wave of professionals coming in, and this is going to hit and resonate with somebody at the right time. So there it is. No toilet bowl
Definitely. So
cleaner
the whole point is for you to use the right product, and we can talk about
research.
portions and dilution concepts and everything else in another podcast, but it's using the right product for the right surface, and not causing damage. We don't really want to cause damage. That's why we have contracts or agreements. Like, for example, in our contract it says that that we don't move furniture with the exception of like dining room chairs, and if you want something moved, you have to have the little sliders on them, and you need to move them because you're assuming responsibility. It's not, I'm going to move this and then you scratched it and you owe me. It's We're trying to scale our businesses to make them universal, like McDonald's, so that you don't have to remain in the field all the time. And you can't do that if you have someone who's pulling out. If you have one cleaning tech pulling out toilet bowl cleaner and the other one's pulling out bleach, both are going to cause damage. That's why we don't carry either
Right.
one of those.
Yeah, no,
It's not recommended, and bleach is awful. Bleach is an awful product. Um,
it's a
Anytime we've gone in,
liability.
mhm,
It's a
the
liability.
fixtures, they come out purple or green, or they're like rusted and corroded and everything else because that person thought that they would just put bleach on it and that would help clean it up. And I've
Yeah.
said it a
I
thousand
laugh. I
times.
I giggle, but it's not. It's just because I used to probably be that person whenever before I ever even was a professional cleaner, before I owned a company. Now, now I help teach others, but it's just I've been there. So just know that, and I'm still learning, but toilet bowl cleaner. Learning your chemicals is very important whenever you want to be a professional and scale your business. If you want to
Right.
scale your business, you need to learn the profession. I mean, I can't tell you how much money I invested into myself to make myself professional. Well, you know, Shannon,
Right.
right?
But I was just thinking of, before I got into the cleaning industry and I was one of those bleach people. I'm like, oh, we'll just put some bleach on here and we'll make it brighter. It'll clean it, right? And in actuality, I ruined the fixture, or I ended up giving myself, some sort of weird chemical reaction because it touched my skin, or, I didn't open the window. There's a lot of precautions happening, and we don't really, in the world of cleaning, we really don't need. I still see, and I'm guilty of doing it myself. I still see people pull up and they show their big suitcase full of product that they're bringing in. It's like,
They're
they're
rolling
moving
in.
in.
They're rolling in. Now they're using, well, okay.
There's
Okay.
15 different chemicals that they're carrying around when in actuality you maybe need 3, 4. So it's important that you understand what works, what could be universal, like pure evergreen or 5-in-1, or what is the other person? Is it Longs?
Oh, Long's product, yes.
Yes,
We're gonna, that's gonna,
that's
we
an
have
upcoming
to,
episode for
yeah, that's gonna
sure.
be a great upcoming episode with Ryan. And I look forward to, well, I look forward to all these.
Right,
None of them
it's
are just
super
like,
fun.
meh. These are great times. I love helping educate people and becoming a true professional
Hmm.
and a professional company. I'm the company
So
side part of it.
I
I'm
would
a
scale back
student,
what you are
student
using.
as I go along. Yeah, I love it. So, yeah.
But this is just my 2 cents. Eventually, you'll learn. You'll get tired of carrying all the chemicals around. When back in the day, we used to bring a lot of product in too, and I'd be like, we're not really moving in, ha 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 ha, because we would bring 2 vacuums, 2
I know.
dry bags, 2 wet kits, especially if we worked as a team, right? So it's a lot of gear for people to step over. um I'm guilty of it myself, so I'm just telling you, learn from my experience. It's best to scale back as much as you can. You don't need all of the gear that you're carrying. You don't need it in your car unless you're doing a move out cleaning. You just don't need all of those chemicals around you. You're being exposed to the chemicals unnecessarily, by trying to have everything for every situation. It should be 2 or 3, maybe 4 products top. And
Especially, yeah, especially if you're just and it depends on the type of clean. There's several move and move out cleans. That's a whole different entity. So,
mhm,
but those get stored somewhere. You're not driving around with those chemicals all over in your car, rolling around, and or
right.
your cleaning tax. Same deal. That's it's we have a large storage facility that is packed. Um, And that's from Scowling, though. That's we're
Right.
Scowling, so
But you're not carrying around toilet bowl cleaner.
no.
I've seen people use toilet bowl cleaner on sinks. I've seen them use them on fixtures. I've seen them use them on windows. I saw someone take toilet bowl cleaner and try to get the oil out of their driveway. I'm like, what are you thinking? Because cement is really porous, right? So that's just sitting in there.
I just
And so
what?
it lifted the areas that it had sprayed on and sap because they didn't agitate it. I was just like that, it's probably, I would have power washed it before I put the
Yeah.
product, because
Oh,
cement, you know what I mean? It does break
yeah.
down, and with it's just, so just use caution if you are going to, if you're adamant about your toilet bowl cleaner. um, it might be something that you consider not using it. It could be that you're a diehard, you're going to use it for the rest of your life, and you'll just run into me at ISSA or whatever and say, I'm using toilet bowl cleaner. I'll be like, it's okay. But for the rest of us, I think that you should get away from using toilet bowl cleaner. It's not my favorite chemical, just like bleach is not. And you've got to look at if you're going to be in this game a long time, you got to look at the long term effects of what you're exposing yourself to.
Right. Right. Like Bar's Keeper's Friend works great. Works great. And it's versatile. You can use it depending on whether, what which part the powder does something stronger than the cream. So that's a whole nother, that's a
It took
whole
me a
nother
long
thing.
time. I used to be the comet girl, and I couldn't use barkeeper's friend because it's to me it smelled like vomit for like the longest time. I was just like, woo, woo, right?
You
Now
know,
we don't use comet because it's a really awful product. That was way back in the day. We've been using
yeah,
barkeeper's friend for about a decade, but it's just like it took a while. I refused to buy it because it smelled like vomit. I'm like, what is the deal with this product? And then I don't know if they changed it or what, but then I know I didn't smell it anymore and it was okay.
it is when, especially if you use the powder in a sink, it's like, that smells different.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you
Uh,
always want to get your sink wet first and then sprinkle it
yeah,
on so it sticks and it's not
yeah.
floating in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and now I use something as simple as 5-in-1.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole's 5-in-1 or Casal cleaners, 5-in-1. Easy to rinse, and but you make sure that you rinse it. Um, you know,
Right.
that's another
Wait,
topic for, well, I wrote it down, learning your chemicals and uses. Mm-hmm.
right. And if you are learning the speed cleaning method, learning which products rinse faster than other products. When you learn the speed cleaning method, it cuts down on time. If you can shave 30 minutes off your house, you automatically gave yourself a raise, right?
Trying to
If you're
see
a
if I,
flat rate,
yeah, yes. And learn how to do flat rates.
definitely.
I see a couple of local cleaners here in town that have switched over. So I have a feeling that we're making a little impact, even even in my very small rural town in the industry. And yay,
Yay! So
yay,
that's just the 2 cents on toilet bowl cleaner. Only if you're gonna if you have to have toilet bowl cleaner, only use it in the what? The toilet.
yes, please, please. I hate
don't
going in and.
don't use it on all the other wild stuff I've seen it on. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, bummer. Okay, yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
short and sweet. Take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning
bye.
in. Bye.